Representing Southern Virginia University will be Rhett Honeycutt.
Welcome, folks. We are coming to you live from the barn on the campus of Southern Virginia University. I'm Jason Lamb and privileged to work today with Christian Decker. We're going to be calling our wrestling match today on senior night, and we're starting our action right away. I can tell our folks, if you're tuning in, a little bit of change in schedule. We've got Allen University coming to us from South Carolina is not able to get here yet. So we've all travel plans coming from hours and hours away. So we've altered the start. We're going right now with the wrestling match will be Southern Virginia University versus Hampden-Sydney. And so we're starting off with our first match. If you can get to the live action, Craig, we're ready to go. And the match has already started. We've got our first takedown. If we can get to the screen it looks like we're live on the screen. Okay, good. So we've got first takedown, 2 points, an early ride for, is this Rhett Honeycutt, correct?
This is Travis Trahan.
Oh, sorry. We're all scrambling here to get our notes right. I should have known.
You're good to go.
So Travis Jr. from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Sulphur High School, and already up 2-0. The match score is 6-0. There was a forfeit in the earliest weight class. So do you have the weight classes here?
Yeah, we're at 157 right now. I know Travis wrestled 149 last year and took second in state as a junior in high school down there in Louisiana.
So a little aggressive play there, as I noticed, for Travis trying to get some back points, and unfortunately that resulted in a reversal. So
yeah.
One of the themes that I've had the chance to I wrestled myself a little bit. I know you have too, Christian, which is great for us to get to see wrestling competition here on our campus. Beautiful day here in Buena Vista, 50 degrees, sun's out. We're privileged to have such great weather. And I got excited all day with the opportunity to come watch our wrestlers get out on the mat. One of the things I talked to Coach Davis about in length is the fact that, it's hard when you have young wrestlers who attempt to score, and in the attempt to score, net giving up points.
Exactly.
So, unfortunately, that's what we had here. So now we've got Hampden-Sydney building up some riding time. Riding time will nullify in about 5 seconds for what we had before the reversal.
Yeah. Well, what you're saying is that's kind of the progression that every young wrestler goes through. As they get so excited, they get ahead of themselves. And it's really, you can tell the maturity of the wrestler when he's able to calm himself and just completely control the flow of the match. Control him.
Look, another opportunity here.
There
I was going to say this looked to be a reversal opportunity, and not only that, Christian, but he's got reversal to back points. So he's got the quick two, and he's got the 3 count. So we've got a 5-point swing here on this reversal.
He's got that Granby. Needs to keep his head down.
1 minute left.
To the hips.
1 minute left. Maintain the ride, and a quick 6-2 score here for Travis.
There we go. He's got the legs in.
Should be additional back points if he doesn't get sloppy with his legs.
He's got to keep that leg in tight.
And may get a reversal here if he doesn't fight out of this. But looks like he got what he wanted. And no points, right? We didn't get a reversal, so no points for either wrestler. No back points. We're still at a 6-2 score. Tell me what you know about Travis. You say he's from Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Did you get to wrestle with him?
I did. He was one of those lurpy guys who he can roll around. He usually goes for that low single. Likes to work the head a bit.
He's got a body type I used to have. That was 5,700 pounds ago. But 5,200 pounds ago. So long legs. I played with a long stature. I wasn't the short, strong guy. I was the long leg guy. So he looks like the kind of wrestler. I was all legs and all hips. Dangerous play here if he doesn't control that.
So he needs to get those hips in and get those legs squared away so that he can keep that control.
Sad to see those points in the last 10 seconds, too.
Yeah.
So he gave up at least a 2-point reversal.
Yep.
He did. So he gave up 2-point reversal late, under 10 seconds. Coach Davis and I talked about that. Not giving up points on the edge.
Yeah.
Right? The word that you get out, know where you are, mat presence, and, of course, time sensitive, time presence, and know.
And the edge of the mat here is a real big thing this year, being that they changed the NCAA regulation to being out of bounds, you have to be almost completely out of bounds these days. It's
This
not
is
just simply a knee.
right now. Travis is deep on this one here. I liked his legs are locked pretty hard, and he's got a good work on the upper body.
Yeah.
He's in this deep. This is a good situation to be in. He's got plenty of time. If he just doesn't overly panic out,
Yeah,
stay with it. That leg is stitched up pretty good. This kid's in trouble. Travis can maintain. He's getting tremendous riding time now. He's just got to get his weight distributed a little bit better.
Needs to scoop that head right there.
This is where I put the chin and the shoulder kind of action, right?
Exactly.
This is where you make sure you get that last shoulder blade down. He's close. He's got to be within a smidge. This guy, yep, there we go. Nice job. Nice job, Travis. Great job. So Travis finishes up with a 6-point win. Pin.
There we go.
Hampden-Sydney, for the folks that are joining us, this is a new program. They are a brother-sister school to us here regionally here in Virginia. They are compete in the ODAC and have announced the addition of wrestling as a full program. And so they're actually a year behind us. So they're basically pulling kids from within the school and wrestling here. They got 3 wrestlers here today, and they're forfeiting a couple weight classes. So we'll win the dual match today for sure. There's no doubt about that. But a great opportunity on senior night to see some of our guys get out and compete. Travis, a junior. And now we have one of our seniors to be recognized tonight, Michael Kilstrom from Columbus, Ohio, up Arlington, the Golden Bears from Ohio.
Arnold Palmer.
So love to see Michael do well here today on senior night. So
see, Michael's the kind of guy who he's got those long arms, long legs, and once he gets hand control, wrist control, he's hard to break in on.
Michael's got extreme athleticism, deceptive strength. And you can see the calmness in the way he moves. There's no jitterness to him. I got to call his first match coming off football season, and I tell you, he didn't look like this.
Yeah.
He's under control. He's smooth.
His confidence level. That's what
this kid's in trouble right now. That happened way fast. If he just sits down, it's done, and there it is.
He's got time.
He's just got to sit his hips down. He's got a lot of time left. He just sit his hips down. This thing's going to end right now. Good job, Michael, to get not only a quick takedown and then, unfortunately, our Hampden-Sydney wrestler had all his weight on his hands after that takedown. Michael swung around to the front side of that and took advantage very quickly. So, again, kudos to Hampden-Sydney for coming out in a non-first-year kind of situation. Yeah. They haven't even begun their program. So these are more or less club
preliminary
guys. Preliminary
qualifying round.
So we're getting a couple forfeit wins here and racking up our team score now is 24-0.
There we go.
24-0.
It's a good win on senior night for Michael Kilstrom.
So this is Caleb, right? We're going to have a wrestle situation at 190. Was it the official weight class today?
He's 195, but he's going to wrestle up at
285. I was going to say, there seems to be a little bit of weight difference here. So I'd like to see Caleb do well. Caleb's a sophomore from St. Albans, West Virginia, and is a local.
He's doing Army ROTC right now as well.
Hard worker. I see him all the time, working hard on campus. He's a true knight. So this will be our last match with Hampden-Sydney. So as we wind down this first match, we'll then wait for Alan to get here. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's enjoy Caleb having some success.
Yes, sir.
Caleb, was he here last year?
No, he wasn't. I believe he was on a mission last year. He just got back this last fall. So he's been working in. He was here before as a freshman, and now he's back after his mission.
Boy, he's going to have to be smart here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Yeah, well, the last thing he wants to do is be underneath all that weight. He's probably given up, at least 50, 60 pounds on this guy?
Quite a bit.
So he's going to have to be the faster, smarter wrestler and not let this guy just sit on him.
Yeah, he needs to get to a good base here and start working some hand control.
So speed will be his asset, right? Size is going to be the Hampden-Sydney. Sorry, folks, we don't have our Hampden-Sydney wrestlers, unless this could be Drew Clark.
Yeah, this is Drew Clark.
Okay, so Drew's a big guy here, and Caleb's going to have to get out of that. The last thing you want to do is be ridden for, for 7 minutes.
2.5 minutes by a big guy.
Yeah, from a big one. But give kudos to Caleb for taking it on. He's definitely up at least one weight class.
Yeah.
Not in trouble here. This guy's on him heavy. He's got him.
got-
Unfortunately, he's got a lot of weight to fight off here with 1:15 to go. Yeah, he got in trouble. Got in trouble with a big boy there. Well, Caleb, good job, good effort. Got himself in trouble early with that situation, trying to be aggressive on that takedown. Christian got underneath
Yeah, he needed
all
to
that
get
weight.
the head to the side
Yeah,
there.
he was. And all this guy, this Drew Clark, all he had to do is just kind of lay on top of that and just kind of sit on it. So,
put a good sprawl and put all of his weight down.
and unfortunately, that's just too much for Caleb to get out of that situation. That's a big wrestler there. So, the match ends right there. Christian, we've got a 36 to score final score in 3 matches, a few forfeits, and we're done in and under. Looks that's 10 minutes, Christian. We're
the Express Edition.
and so we're going to go ahead, folks. Here in a minute, we'll take a break, and just to give everybody a heads up what's going on. We have not yet seen, unless I'm missing something, we have not yet seen Allen University, and we're out. Oh, I'm sorry. So Allen University is not yet here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to let the time lapse here while we're waiting for Allen University to arrive. We're anticipating, Christian, that we're going to have Allen University together wrestle with Hampden-Sydney, and then we'll come back in. My understanding is we'll come back in probably maybe on a half an hour. Craig, is that kind of the plan we're going to go, we think? So, folks, don't go far. We'll be back in 30 minutes to give you the Southern Virginia University and the Allen University match that'll be coming to us in about 30 minutes. Okay? Thanks, folks. We'll see you then. Folks, welcome back. We are live again in the barn at Southern Virginia University in Buena Vista. We are about to begin the match we were waiting for. The Allen Yellow Jackets are here. They made their way up from Columbia, South Carolina. And we very impressed. They literally rolled out of the bus about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So this is complete old school. And we are watching the coin toss with the captains, and
We are good to go.
We are going to get going quickly here. Again, hats off to this Allen team. We just got to talk to the coach for a minute. Christian, they literally started their program 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
we got two actual recruits. 10 guys total, 8 guys are just walk-ons right out of the hallway.
So it give them a lot of credit. They bust all the way up here, probably tried not to miss much class, and then they're going to wrestle here. They'll wrestle right now against Hampden-Sydney. Then they'll wrestle our Knights, and then they're
back on home.
Back busting
back on
down
the
to
highway.
Columbia. This is the way of college, small college athletics at times. So give them a lot of credit. These Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we're not far off from where they are right now here at SVU. So we can definitely say we know how it is.
And so we'll have 3 weight classes officially wrestled today. They'll forfeit. Actually, Allen will gain some forfeit points in this duel because Hampden-Sydney does not have weight classes. Obviously, they only have 3 wrestlers here today.
So Patterson at 125 gets a forfeit. We have Daniels at 133 catching the forfeit.
You know what's fun to watch here? These guys are brand new, right, Christian? They're like, where do I go? So they don't even know how to get a forfeit win. And I don't mean that to be derogatory. They're just figuring it out. Where do I go? What do I do? Raise my hand?
Yeah, we're just happy to be here.
So the officials have been a little bit of a guide here, which is nice, and he's giving them the heads up to you need to do this first and be here. You got to be dressed appropriately. He's making them put singlets on, and that's the NCAA way, right? So we're running this as an NCAA event, so that's great. So he's making them put headsets, headgear on, and check in at the table.
You don't want to get dogged because of a head strap or a shoelace or something like that.
So give the coach credit here from Allen. He's got a young group, and as we said earlier, he's got 2 guys he recruited in probably through the fall, and then the rest he's kind of grabbed from the hallway. And so they are learning how to run through this process of even taking a forfeit win.
There we go. We've got Payor at 141 taking our next forfeit.
These guys, where do I go? Where do I go? And so, give Allen University credit. These guys are dressed up. They got the singlets, they got the shorts, the shirts, the brand new headgear, and looks like they've got a good group coming together here. So, what's going to be our first match, Coach? Christian, we're gonna forfeit a couple.
Yeah, we've got David Devilbest from Hampden-Sydney at 157 against Jordan Williams from Allen University. So right now we've got our last forfeit. That's going to be Christian Buchanan at 149, and then we'll go on to the Williams Devilbest bout. So
we're looking forward to the final matchup for the Knights when we'll get to go live against all of these wrestlers here. We won't be forfeiting all these weight classes, which will be great. A little recap to the earlier match while we've got a minute of downtime as we're figuring out how to get these guys up here for these forfeit wins. All 3 matches stayed into the first period.
Yep.
We had 2 pins. Hampden-Sydney had a pin. And so we win the match, but I got to believe in 11 minutes that's the fastest collegiate wrestling match in the history.
Yeah, we might
somewhere
take that one to the books.
3 matches under 11 minutes. So,
all right.
So the points are racking up. Allen University now 24-0, and I think this is going to be our first bout. Again, 157 weight class, Christian?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for Jordan Williams.
And then Devin, how do you say this last name?
David Devilbest.
David, sorry, excuse me, to family. David Devilbest. We're excited to bring this match live. Now, we don't know that how many Allen University or even Hampden-Sydney fans are going to be watching in on this at this moment. We've probably hopefully got some Knight family and friends, alum watching in, and so don't go away because we still got the Allen versus Southern Virginia match coming up after this one. But what a great thing, I think, for the sport of wrestling to bring this in. We got 2 brand new programs, Hampden-Sydney, who I was reading up in between on our downtime. They had wrestling programs in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and then they eliminated wrestling, brought it back for this fall. And so it's, we love wrestling, and it's nice to see the growth at Southern Virginia, the growth there at Hampden-Sydney, and then Allen, this is their very, very first semester. And this is, according to their coach, their first duel.
Yep. They were just at Ferrum last weekend.
In a tournament.
And now they're on to their first duel. So it's really the inaugural season here.
Got a young wrestler here. He's going to get a little bit of a takedown on the single leg for Devil Bliss, sorry. Got him to his back fast, got a quick pin, and that's going to be a pin in about 18 seconds, officially 20 seconds in. So young man came a long ways for 20 seconds, but he did get some experience and probably feels a little frustrated. But Devin Bliss gets a win here. He was the one who got pinned in the first period in the last match. So he can
you never forget that first match.
Yeah,
though.
Look, coach is giving him knuckles. He's got to be happy. He's going to come out with a 1-1 victory, 1 win, 1 loss today. And our young wrestler from Allen at least got some time on the mat. So not much of a warm-up and not very long of a match.
We got Anthony Neal up here at 164 taking another forfeit for Allen. And then we'll have Burns up next.
All right. So Allen University 30, Hampden-Sydney 6 on the team score. And is this our matchup?
No, this is another forfeit.
Another forfeit?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is a forfeit at 74. What they have here is the sheer numbers.
Now, you can usually tell good a wrestler is by shoes. I would bet this is one of the guys he recruited.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got a good build to him. Looks like he's been around the block.
And he's got the nice shoes, right? He's got the newest something great over there. So
it looks like the Cale Sanderson shoes.
Who does he match up with when we wrestle?
That will be
for us.
Coulter Sims.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're off and running. This DJ Cook from Hampden-Sydney at the 184 weight class. Christian, am I right on this?
I thought they were going to wrestle him, but looks like they're taking the forfeit.
Okay, they did. Dang it. I thought we were going to get at least a second match coming up, but we don't. So that's a forfeit win for DJ Cook at 184. Team score is 30-12. Another forfeit win for the Yellow Jackets.
97 with Chambliss.
I said a minute ago that we would witness the fastest match. I think we're going to break that record right now, Christian.
Where's the Guinness officials when you need them?
We're at 3 minutes, and that was just us talking through all the forfeits.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Tell me who we got again.
We've got this guy's.
These are the big guys.
Marioc
and Drew Clark. Clark's the one who got the pin in the earlier match against Caleb. So quick takedown. Loose attempt at a shot there by Drew Clark, got out of position. Once again, one of the things I'm kind of focused on, wrestlers get off the edge of the mat. I said that earlier. I've watched a lot of Division I wrestling. I'm passionate about the sport.
Yeah.
And the greatest matches you watch, typically it's that 1-to-1,
it's a 1-1,
2-to-1 going in. And so it's why, because they know. Sloppy offense is easy points, right? And so for the opponent, and so you just see a lot of kids trying to do too much, and then sometimes it just gives up points. So there was, unfortunately, again, Drew's given up the first 2 points on a little bit of a lazy early shot there. So credit to, again, I'm sorry, the wrestler for
Marioc is the name.
Terrence. I'm going to go with Terrence here. Terrence is riding. Growing up some riding time. He's accrued 40 seconds.
Yeah, he had a good spiral on him there. He's got some good wrist control. He's keeping the hip pressure up.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the only thing I did right as a wrestler was my hips. Everything else sloppy a little bit with my hands and legs. I didn't score a lot of points, but I rode everybody, and nobody could get away. So a lot of hip gap there. Nice reversal. 2 points for Drew Clark.
We'll see how he does with his base here.
A match score here, and this is 2-2. Was that a Granby roll out of there?
It was more of a fat man roll.
Yeah,
and kind of sucked that arm in, but it's not working out for him.
He got himself in a lot of trouble. The referee didn't give him enough control because it looked like a pin to me, but he didn't give him the control.
If it was freestyle, he would have been out of there. But
okay.
Close.
So that's 2 points reversal after almost near fall. And so Drew Clark is up 4-2. We've got 1:15 left in the first period. Drew is now working off riding time that was
Yeah.
originally accrued by Terrence, sorry.
So now we've got Terrence on bottom, Clark on top. Still a minute 10 left in the first round. I say that's the longest match we've had all night.
Yeah, we're 1:10 left in the first period. Scores 4-2. Hampden-Sydney up on this this match, the final match of this duel between these two first-year programs. Allen University, congratulations. They'll get the win today. They're up 36-12, so this match only factors into the point differential.
Yep. What he needs to do there is get those hips out.
Looks to me like, Drew Clark knows what he's doing. He's gotten himself out of some trouble. He's
Well, I saw him last year at the Washington and Lee tournament. So I know
really?
He's been around a little while. So
they had a club team out there.
yeah,
Or
they did. They did. I wrestled their 84-pounder last year.
Did you win?
I did.
All right, good job.
Yeah.
This is now the riding time is in favor for Drew Clark. He is up 23 seconds in riding time.
Yep.
Wearing down this wrestler in the first period.
Now, if Terrence just gets that foot out right there, he's almost free. He really needs to work that base, get that foot out. Right here, just needs to shake it off.
Drew's going a little bit extreme on, but confident in what he's doing, right? He's got that
going
reverse.
For that ankle ride stack is what he's looking for.
That'll end the first period. Bonus coverage. We're going to the second period.
All right.
So 4-2. We're going to start this period neutral and 4-2. Good job. Good job. Both wrestlers working hard. Low scoring. Not a lot of.
Clark up with 48 seconds on the riding time. Needs 12 more to get that bonus point. If he can hold it out through the rest of the match.
Apologize to our viewers. We don't have any information from either school's website where these wrestlers are from, what year they are.
Oh, good shot.
Good shot. And got into it. Got him. Drew Clark's in a real bad way right now because he's got. He's got him. If he can just
he just needs to cover that head. Oh, close.
That's one of those situations. The referee's just on the wrong side of that.
Yep.
So now we're going to get a reversal. Not only did Terrence get back points on that, which I think they only gave him 2 back points. But then we got 2 reversal.
He got 2 for the takedown and 2 for the 2 of the back points.
And then reversal again now for Clark. So if the score is right, I've got it as 6-6.
Yep.
And we are getting riding time. Drew Clark is building up that riding time you talked about. Again, go back to what I said earlier. These younger crossover.
Now if he can just get that head up. Wow.
That was fast, man. That was quick. 2 guys that know what they're doing.
You can't take chances with a guy with that much weight.
They didn't pull Terrence from the hallways.
No.
Terrence looks like he's been on the mat before, which is good for him, man. He looked familiar, comfortable for a big guy. He controlled his weight well. Got himself in a good way. So that's going to be a tough matchup for Caleb.
Yeah, that'll
right?
be good, though.
Because Caleb got pinned by Clark, so we'll look forward to that match. So we're going to finish out. This is the final. That was the final match, Christian. We finished team score 42 for Allen University, Hampden-Sydney 12. Congratulations to Allen, and for the long drive out here, they get a first ever win.
That's a good win.
In a duel. They got to be excited about that. So the plan here, folks, is we're going to stay with you, if that's okay, and we're going to talk our way through for a minute. The intent here is we're going to go right into, as soon as we're ready, we're going to do some senior recognition. It is senior night, and we're recognizing 2 seniors.
Yes, sir.
Michael Killstrom, senior, and
Coulter Sims.
Coulter
Sims' wife as well for being a great, I guess she's the booster here for SVU.
Good. So we're excited on senior night to recognize these guys who've carried the program for quite a few years. So we are. I think this is happening right now. You're going to have to talk through this too. I don't know these guys as well as you do, and you've had the chance to get on the mat and wrestle and get to know them. So I think we're gonna be required, Craig, to go. Craig, do we need to talk over, or can we listen into the announcement from Jane? We're going to talk over it.
All right.
Tell us what we know about Killstrom.
We got Michael Killstrom. He's a senior business and management leadership. His father was with us today, Mr. Killstrom, and he went to Upper Arlington High School in Ohio, home of the Golden Bears. And Mike has been a good. He's played football here. He's been a good contributor to the wrestling team. He's always working hard. I know I took Logic with him earlier this year.
And we're catching all this on camera, which is great. You know, get to see Michael's dad come to all the football games, and he's been at all the wrestling events this year. It's a great situation to giving him a thumbs up. We love it, and you see a senior put in time and effort. And
I know one of his favorite matches is he beat a guy from Penn State. He said it wasn't Ed Ruth, but he beat a guy from Penn State, and that made him darn happy.
There you go. Spoken like a true Big Ten guy, and living in Ohio State land, right? The chance to beat
disputed territory.
Tell us about Travis.
Well, Coulter here is from Bountiful.
Coulter, sorry, yes.
Bountiful, Utah. He wrestled all 4 years there. He married his wife after serving a 2-year mission in Uruguay, and he's wrestled with us since then. He's also a business major, and he started his own business with a guy named FW from around here.
He does the shaved ice.
He does shaved ice and donuts, and he's taken the town by storm.
So, we love those stories, huh?
Yeah, he's got the corner on the market here. So he's going to expand that over the summer, and he'll be on his way.
We're giving a shout-out to him as he gets his senior picture, a couple treats. We're recognizing his wife. Is she our super booster mom and our super?
She's the team mom.
So gotta love it when those stories come together.
Yeah.
You know, we're certainly grateful when we have seniors come together like that.
Who've been around long
Shot
enough.
with Coach Davis. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's what it's all about. You know, I'm part of this process too, right? I've got a lacrosse team we're building from scratch,
That's
pretty
right.
much, and wrestling's going through it. And, you know, it's those small moments like that right there that just make it all worth it, because you know you're going to get where you want to get to eventually. But right now you just kind of have to, you know, nurse yourself along when you just don't have enough bodies or enough in this case, enough wrestlers. You can't fill all the weight classes and can't go too deep, which is what makes competition, makes guys better. You want to wrestle with somebody in your weight class every day, or 2 guys in your weight class, and wrestle offs and a chance to become better. And we're going to get there. The wrestling program is a big part of what I wanted to see happen.
And we have a good monopoly on the demographic that we draw from.
Yeah.
So, we have the heavy LDS influence. The only other schools that draw LDS athletes on a large scale is BYU. And they got rid of their wrestling program after Title IX. So,
well, I was there. You know, I was a part of that program before my mission and after my mission. And both, I'll be very honest, both years I quit the team.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand the culture of what was going on. No offense to anybody that was there. They were good people, but things were a little bit sideways. There was one of the coaches was more interested in cage fighting than he was in developing wrestlers, and just not a lot of instruction as I would have liked it. Ended up loving my experience working with BYU for the 15 years later as a men's lacrosse coach. But man, wrestling was my first thing. I only played lacrosse just so I could be in shape for wrestling. So I agree with you, Christian. Yeah. There is a market that is prime to attract. That market is there, prime to go after, to bring to Buena Vista and establish a tradition of strong wrestling here.
Well, and there's something you hear about wrestlers is that you don't find a lot of really dumb wrestlers. Wrestlers are typically sharp guys, and we draw a lot of really smart kids here to SVU.
Well, I'll tell you, and a lot of that is it's the dedication required. There's no sport. I don't care what anybody says. You know, I bust chops with my guys, and we work hard in a lacrosse practice for 2 hours. And, I know what it's like to wrestle in a practice for 3 hours. I know what it's like to wake up and run 3 miles in the morning and then cutting weight throughout the day and then go to a 2 or 3 hour wrestling practice. And so wrestlers are the bomb. I know that, and I think that's part of it. I don't think you can have just any kid that dedicated. It requires a really
the mentality
driven.
and the discipline.
Yeah. All right, so captains coming out to the circle. We've got Michael, we've got Coulter, and we've got Travis. That's who I got confused between him and Coulter, and that's only my fault. I apologize.
It looks like we've got our 25-pounder Patterson.
As one of the captains.
The 84.
One of the captains came out with one shoe on. These guys are great, man. They just rolled off the bus. They're here. They're excited. They're just kind of like, wide eyes looking out at, what's going on and what happens next. But gotta love it, man. There's no other way you build that program other than just taking these boys through an experience like this.
One step at a time.
Forfeit rate.
Forfeit for 25s for Patterson from Allen University.
So that'll be a 6-0 score to start out on the team score.
Yep, our first match will be up at 149.
So we're going to forfeit again, aren't we?
We have a forfeit 33 and 41 as well.
Okay.
We'll forfeit.
So when we hit our first match, it'll be a 18-0 score, and then we'll get on.
Yep.
You know, those forfeits are going to mean this is going to be a close match, right? We already saw what Terrence, I can't say his last name there, Maryak. You know, Terrence looks strong. So you got to believe there's points there that are going to be on the scoreboard for Allen University, and so we're gonna end up with hopefully a close final score
we'll see
here.
how it goes. You know, run into a little more than the second period.
So yeah, we're excited. We were on that subject here while they're figuring out who's coming up to the mat next. But we were excited with the conversation. I'm excited with the ability to go out there and get the word out. You know, there are strong wrestlers. I sat on an airplane in Phil. I got on a flight in Philadelphia and happened to sit next. I had my SVU shirt on. Sit next to a dad who runs a lot of the things out of Utah for wrestling and kind of the travel teams.
Craig Lamont.
Nope.
No,
I don't think
he's one
so.
of the big Utah wrestling guys.
I'll have to look it up here while we're talking, but ended up having a great sit with him for about an hour or 2 hours while the flight was delayed.
Well, there's definitely that connection you get when you talk to somebody. You say, you know, oh, did you wrestle? Yeah, I wrestled too. Oh, what weight were you? And then, you know, you kind of automatically bond because you understand.
Well, and the neat thing was
effort.
David Harden. So David's not listening in, but David, I sat next to him. He helps out with a lot of the top travel teams out of Utah, has boys that are wrestling, and just said to me, look, you know, there's a guarantee you're going to get when you get the word out. The top wrestling kids that are LDS that want to have a great experience and, you know, athletically speaking, also in the right atmosphere, we're it. So another forfeit win.
The single biggest Utah competition we have is Utah Valley University.
But that's such a neat niche on the top end. That's the Division I kid. There just aren't many of them. They're going to gobble up a small percentage of really what's out there.
And I'm pretty sure Greg Williams is the name of the coach. He likes to draw from out of the state as well. You know, some of the most recent guys he had was Raider Lofthouse. Him and his brother were both 4-time state champions. Ethan went to wrestle at Iowa. His older brother Rusty wrestled at Iowa. But they have it's a real family sport for them. So Raiders over at Utah Valley, and Ethan's coaching at Utah Valley now as well.
Well, and I have close ties into the Smith family that wrestled out at Wasatch in Heber City.
Yeah, Jake Smith.
They're all friends of the family, and those boys killed it. And there couldn't have been a stronger group of Mormon boys wrestling.
Yep.
And we were not on the map. I didn't know about SVU at the time. They ended up going on. One wrestled at West Point, another one went out to Iowa State, another at Utah Valley, and so they just have done really well. So tell us who we got out here.
So we got here Rhett Honeycutt and let's see, Christian Buchanan.
Red Honeycutt's a sophomore from Eastman, Georgia, Dodge County High School. Rhett's a return missionary, wrestling with us this year.
Went on his mission to Brazil.
Brazil.
And he runs a creative graphic design business on the side as well.
These entrepreneurial guys, man. That's what we attract here, right?
That's right.
Nice takedown.
Good.
Smooth, quick, clean. Nice job.
Now, both these guys are long. They're both tall. They're both lanky, so it'll be a good matchup on that scale.
Yeah, and it looks to me we've got experience and know-how versus energy.
Yeah.
I think our wrestler there for Allen, is going to work hard, but I think Rhett, seems like early on is a little more skilled, a little bit more polished.
A little more fire in the belly at this point.
And
he's got good hips, too.
So we're going to give up the point for an escape and work another takedown. Again, another sign of a more mature wrestler, the ones that realize that I can't turn you, I'm not wasting energy. So rather than waste energy turning you, I know I can take you down. So that 2-for-1 just climbs the points.
No one to let him go.
Yeah. And that's a style. That's what you love about wrestling. Some guys like myself, all about the riding. You know, I just wanted to wear them out and ride them hard and get a little bit of back points on. I was a tilter. I wasn't really.
Like chip tilt.
Oh, gosh.
Nice cow catch.
He walked right into that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He just kind of stepped the wrong way at the wrong time, and Rhett took advantage.
Oh,
give him credit. What's our Allen wrestler
now?
Buchanan. Is that Christian maybe?
Yep.
Way to fight out of that, though. Again, I said from the beginning.
That was a bad spot to be in.
But I said from the beginning, we got a fighter, and we got a guy who really knows what he's doing. And Rhett's in control of this match, no doubt about it. But this Buchanan kid's a scrapper, right?
Yeah.
May not know how to technically get himself out of trouble, but he's going to fight himself out of trouble. Got to give him a lot of credit. He's got a single-hand control. going to work that from behind. He's got him in a difficult.
He's got the ball and chain there.
Yeah, he's got him.
That was one of my favorite rides. You get that ball and chain, start driving him forward, you hook that elbow, and you get a real good tilt off that.
And with the leg wrapped, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. About 25 seconds left of the match.
See, there you go. That's a good stack right there.
That's going to be all that he can do.
Yeah,
that was smooth.
That
Tight and strong. Good job by Rhett. Give credit to Buchanan for being a scrapper. Good job, Rhett.
Who do we have next? Todd Magoon wrestling Anthony Neal. No, excuse me, Jordan Williams up at 157.
Congratulations, Rhett. Team score right now is going to be 18-6. We're going to take that first 6 points, but because of the 3 forfeits, it's now 18-6.
Yeah. And this is Travis Trahan. I said Todd Magoon. This is Travis Trahan and Jordan Williams.
Travis Trahan.
Yeah, it goes for that low single right there.
Oh, he got him in trouble. These guys just I'll go back to what I said earlier. When you don't know what you're doing, but you try too much, you only just make it easier. I mean, that's 16 seconds. You know, the young man he's got a good body type, strong. Looks like he's not been afraid of the weight room or push-ups and sit-ups. Probably very athletic, or is very athletic. But it just shows you technique. When you try to do things you don't know how to do.
Yeah, and when you're coming off week 3, we got to remember this is the 3rd week. A lot of these guys have been wrestling ever against guys who I know. Travis Trahan is, he's pushing 7 years of wrestling in his life.
Yep.
So,
and we didn't get a chance to shout out again Travis from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Sulphur High School. Travis had a pin in the first match, so he goes 2 for 2 with pins, right? Good job, Travis. But the thing that I always felt, and I as a wrestler myself, and as I was talking to Coach Davis, I would want that we are trying to do less to stay in things longer. Now that's a non-aggressive approach. Maybe some people wouldn't agree with me, but I think again is you try to do things that you just don't. Wrestling's a great enough sport. You can just hang on. I think you can have 2 rules and you can go far.
Yeah.
Nobody can take me down and nobody can ride me.
Yeah.
If you can do those 2 things, if you can only do those 2 things, can't you stay in a lot of matches?
Yeah.
Now it's just it's cardio now.
You control the match. You control the flow.
You may not win a match because you can't score points, but maybe the other guy does too many things too aggressive. If I'm making any sense, some guys are going to try to do too much. So
yeah. So now we have Todd Magoon wrestling Anthony Neal.
Ooh, this has got the same kind of feel here. An early takedown, although he's got a
good lock on that head, but that can get him in trouble.
I was going to say
there
that's almost illegal.
Too long.
Well, if this official doesn't pay attention, he's got that
front headlock.
Well, it's a choke. I don't even know if that's legal.
He might have an arm in there. I can't tell from where I'm sitting.
Well, he's just a strong boy. He isn't going to let go.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got Magoon's left arm in there.
So it's illegal.
So for all intents and purposes, it's all right. But what he's doing there is he's putting his back exposed to the mat. So all Magoon has to do is hip over cover his legs and shift his weight forward. And Williams is going to go, Neal's going to go right to his back. So the points right now is 2 points for us. So even though the Allen wrestler, Anthony Neal, even though he's got a strong hold here, he's still not scoring any points. And Todd, is in. He's working on it.
Yeah, he's in getting riding points through all of that
half.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, as soon as he let go, even though he couldn't hold it any longer, Todd ended up taking advantage. God, these Allen guys are tough, man. They're strong. They don't look. They're athletic. These guys are strong. Give them time.
So now we got Coulter Sims at 174 wrestling Devont Burns.
All right, Coulter, senior from Bountiful, Utah, Woods Cross High School.
He placed 6th in the USCAA National Tournament in 2013.
Did you remember me making the call on the shoes?
Yeah.
Was I right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
At least initially here. So this is Devont Burns, you said?
Yes, sir.
And,
now the interesting thing about Coulter is he's lethargic. So, you walk around campus, the guy looks like a zombie, but he's got the cogs turning in his head, and he comes down on the mat, and he's a completely different guy.
Well, I can tell you right now, Devont knows what he's doing. He's playing. They're both playing each other into some bad situations here, and Coulter's going to have to be smarter here. He can't be the aggressor. He's going to have to play this one smart.
Yeah, he needs to weave the web.
Yeah, I call it. Devon knows what he's doing here.
See, there you go. He got that. He got a little bit of space between them.
2 points. 2 points
Takes that
takedown.
knee. Now he's going to look to hit those leg rides. And this is where
That's
Coulter
his
really
thing?
excels because he's got those long legs.
So he's not a strong upper body going to throw you around.
Now we're going to get to a potentially dangerous here because he's still got that leg ride.
If he gets 1 foot off if the second foot comes off the ground, right?
Yeah. If that, then the ref will
call it a dangerous. He can keep 1 foot on the mat and be okay.
Yeah, stalemate.
Stalemate. Give it up.
Stalling. Called stalling on green. He was
not progressing in his move.
Yeah, we had Burns on his feet, and Coulter's got that leg ride. He was going for what would be a guillotine, but, they're vertical, so he's got a lot to, he doesn't have a lot to work with at that point. Best thing he could have done is probably dropped off, hit the single leg, and reset him. They restart with Coulter on top.
So, again, he's going to be a high hip riding here. This is stuff that makes me nervous when you get high like that.
Yeah.
But good, if that's his style, right?
Yeah.
Looks like he's comfortable.
If he can get those, he's got the almost nearly a figure four. As long as he gets that in deep, he's got a good control. He's got good leverage with those long arms.
Working riding time, and now he's got near fall.
He's got that scissor leg on the gut, man. He's going to squeeze there.
And he got him. Man, good job, Coulter. Against a good wrestler. That wasn't a gimme. Right?
Yeah.
This is a strong wrestler for
It was good
Allen.
that he took him to the ground because he was giving him a fight on his feet.
Devon Burns has been on the mat before. There's no doubt about it. This is a young man who is familiar with the wrestling mat. He fought himself hard into that. It is a first period pin, and so the team score now 24-18. As I told you, this is going to be close down the stretch. We still got a couple more matches, and looks like we're going to get a forfeit for. Is this our forfeit? Not quite sure.
Okay, what I think they're going to do here is I think they're going to wrestle through the regular bouts first, and then they're going to end up doing a sort of an exhibition match style at the end with the 84s.
Okay, so this is a forfeit win for Southern Virginia. And our wrestler with the forfeit win.
That's Nate Rogers.
Okay, so Nate
from
Rogers.
West Jordan, Utah.
From West Jordan. Nate's one of our football players. And is.
Okay, so what do we have here?
Nate's a sophomore from West Jordan.
What I think we have going here is we have Michael Kielstrom from Upper Arlington, Ohio, wrestling the 197.
Is that going to be.
That's Chambliss, I believe. Chambliss from
Allen University. Okay.
Now this guy from Allen's, he's tough, he's stocky.
Did he didn't wrestle last round, did he? I don't remember seeing him. So this is our first look at him,
I don't
right?
believe so. They didn't have a guy at this weight. Hampden-Sydney didn't. But see, this Chambliss, he's putting a lot of weight forward on those toes, and if Michael can shuck him off those toes,
which he just did,
he gains that control.
Good call, Christian. You knew exactly what he was going to do. So now Michael gets to go to work and see nice toe pick.
Yep, he
got him on his back quick. Now he's in trouble. And
Chambliss needs to get his legs out of the air, and
he's fighting to get to the side of the mat.
Switch those hips.
Got him. And the biggest fan on the sideline jumping up and down is Michael's dad. Big clap, big cheer, right? Two wins, 2 pins on senior day and last match for Michael. Congratulations, Michael, in a tremendous career, and thank you for being a knight.
Mike, good job.
There's our shout out to
there's
Mike.
Shout out.
Okay, so Caleb, if this is the matchup I thought, unless this is going to be a forfeit win, we're a team score 36-18 right now. Knights over the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I think what we're running into here is it's a shoe exchange.
Oh,
so
is
a lot
it?
of these guys are new; they don't have all their gear yet. So we see about 4 pairs of shoes being shuffled back and forth.
So they're trading out the wrestling shoes.
Hey, that's the one team, one dream right there. If you could share wrestling shoes with a guy, you can go a long way.
So Chad Mahaffey, our head athletic trainer, was telling a story. Our football team played Allen a few years back, right?
Uh-huh.
We were NAI, they're NAI, and they literally had to share helmets and mouthpieces. So this is apparently what you got to do, man. You don't have the dollars. You do what you got to do.
Mouthpieces, that's good. I'll take an orange peel.
So this is this is that matchup we talked about. This is Terrence
Marioc.
Marioc pinned Drew Clark, and Drew Clark had pinned Caleb. So let's see if Caleb could just extend the match, right? And just
Caleb's a strong kid.
Stay out of trouble, right? That's don't do what you can't do. Don't go where you shouldn't go.
He needs to loosen up a little bit.
Just fight this. Get this thing to go late. You got to believe he's the better conditioned athlete, or hope that he is, and extend the match into the third period, and that's the victory to be had. Don't get yourself in trouble early. Don't get yourself in a position you can't get yourself out of.
Yeah,
There's
you go.
a single leg takedown.
Terrence had that timed right there.
Caleb, give him credit. He got to his elbows quick and didn't get any more damage than just a 2-point takedown.
Yeah, needs to get those knees under him.
Escape.
Work those hands.
Again, I got to believe this is a pretty big weight difference here. Am I accurate on that? I mean, this is, again, Caleb, give him credit, man.
This is what you would see back in in ancient Greece. They called it the heavy games.
Yeah,
because there were no weight classes.
It was just,
and it's the heavy guys.
Yeah,
that end up winning.
Well, Caleb fought hard, got a minute into the first period here, give up the near fall, and again, good credit to Terrence, a strong wrestler for Allen University. He's come in and pinned 2 opponents. He goes home 2-0.
Yeah, Caleb's got experience. He's a strong kid. He's in shape. What he needs to work on is, get that flow, loosen up. He reminds me of my brother. My brother's 6'4", he's 240, and he's like a robot.
Caleb cares. I watched him after the Hampden-Sydney match, really beating himself up. Looked like he wants to win. He cares. He's a true knight. He cares about winning. He cares about doing the right thing. I've had a couple talks with him. Final score in this match is 36-24. So Southern Virginia University gets 2 wins on senior night. Last matches of the season for our Knights. We give a lot of credit and a shout out to Allen University to make the big trip up from Columbia, South Carolina. They're going to get a little bit of pizza and water maybe and get back on that bus.
Maybe they'll hit Cookout.
Cookout if they're smart, or JJ's Cookout or something.
Yeah, JJ's
Barbecue or something. But anyway, they're
and those aren't product placements, right?
Well, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Go to JJ's if you're in town. We love JJ's. Anyway, so how exciting it is to be a part of SB Athletics and our wrestling program. Excited to be with you tonight, Christian. I'm proud as athletic director of where the program's going. Love what Coach Davis is doing. I appreciate his efforts. He's a tremendous asset to our program, and love to see the sport where it's at today.
Yeah, they're making leaps and bounds, and this year we've got a few guys on the roster. We've got a new mat. It's more than we had last year. I know Coach Davis is committed to seeing the program grow and develop as the years go by.
Okay, so we didn't go away on purpose, Coach Davis. We stayed with you live, and we're going to do 4 exhibition matches.
All right.
We're here for you.
See, this is where the fun begins.
Bonus coverage. They're going to pay us extra, Christian.
That's right.
We'll just get more water. So we're going to go through 4 matches here. We have absolutely no idea who's wrestling who. Well, you'll know who our guys are.
Yeah.
And we're going to only guess who their guys are. But this is bonus coverage, folks. We're excited to get 4 more exhibitions. So the final scores hold. Today, Southern Virginia goes 2-0. Allen University goes 1-1. And Hampden-Sydney, who's already left the barn, I watched them leave here a few minutes ago. The 3 athletes and their coach took off, and they go home 0-2.
And they're in a rough position too. You got 3 guys. They're coming from on the coast. They've got a lot to put into coming out here as well.
Yeah.
So kudos to them for being here.
So again, we're going to lead into some exhibition. These we'll keep the score on the mat. They won't carry over to the team score, as I mentioned. So it'll be fun to see how this plays out.
Yeah, we are the scoreboard now.
So the first match, it looks like they're trying to give every one of these Allen University boys a chance to get some sweat.
That's
and
good.
So looks like to me that Rhett's going to come out on the first match. I don't know how close the weight classes are. He looks to be a lot bigger than this young man he's going to go up against.
Well, this guy's a 25-pounder. I know that.
And what's Rhett? Rhett
is 49.
Yeah,
so
that's
148.
Hey, look, I know enough in wrestling. 20 pounds is a lot.
Well,
man.
he's got 30 on this
30?
guy. It's 148. No, excuse me. Yeah, you're right. It's 20.
Is it 20?
It is 20.
Yeah, I haven't been in school in a long time, but I could be wrong. But I just, I remember when I wrestled up 1 weight class, and I felt like I was wrestling twice the weight.
You feel like you're getting crushed under a monster.
And
there.
so,
we're still going.
Well, hopefully Rhett does something.
This is Rhett. We got Rhett Honeycutt and Patterson.
Dontel. We're reading their coach's handwriting. This is not us.
Yeah.
Inability to read English. This is.
That's what we focus here at SVU.
We're going to call
focus on reading and writing.
We're going to call this Patterson.
Yeah, D.
But,
Patterson.
You know, I hope Rhett does the right thing. Rhett versus Pat. Yeah. So we're going to go. We're gonna watch this thing wrestle out. Hopefully, Rhett does what I would do. What do you think here? Is he going to?
I think
extend this through a period or two.
He's already got the win for the night.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's what you call match conditioning, right?
Sure.
You wrestle. You don't get yourself so loosey-goosey that you get beat, but you get the match experience.
My high school coach would tell me, you can't go to a technical fall until the third period.
Yeah.
In these kind of matches, it would make me wrestle through the first 2 periods, no pen, and I couldn't technical fall in the first 2.
Well, and at this point, neither of this match does not go on these guys, the record. So they should really look at it as an opportunity to practice, because it's not the practice they're going to get in their own room. It's practice they're going to get with somebody else, where all they can do is come off the mat better than they were before.
So we're excited. All right, we called it. They're going to call it the 149 weight class, which is Rhett's weight class, but that means Patterson's wrestling up 2 weight classes, right, Christian?
Yes, sir.
So an exhibition match, which is a good experience for the union wrestler. And who knows, this kid could be the bomb. And we maybe Rhett walked into
you remember watching those little guys wrestle. They are just like a fireball. They are all around the mat.
Well, there you go. They're going to give him a quick 2.
Patterson gets a quick 2.
Rhett's trying to be nice, and this young guy, he definitely is scrappy, so Rhett's going to have to readjust maybe the strategy that I would have had going in, thinking I'm just going to be nice. And now this is a good chance for Rhett to break a sweat against somebody who definitely knows what he's doing, giving up 20 pounds.
So Patterson takes the optional start, hands on the back.
He just wants to take it down, man.
That's right.
He feels confident he can get a low center of gravity on those long legs.
Yeah,
so Rhett's going to have to.
Rhett's got a big space to defend there.
Patterson knows what he's doing, huh?
Yeah, he looks like a strong little kid. He looks stocky.
So Mount Union. He's got the wrong name on my head. Allen University is. They've got some boys that can build this program around.
Yeah.
Rhett's being a little smarter now, not being overly aggressive. He knows that this young man knows what he's doing. Good shot, good sprawl. And
there you go. He's got that leg.
Single leg.
No,
He wants to go high. Ooh, throw the leg in while standing. That's aggressive.
That was.
And he's going to give up points here, I think.
Yeah, he's going
because
to lose that. That was a real stretch.
Yeah, that was aggressive. So no points either way. This is a neutral situation because of that right leg, right? Yeah. He's got a deep right leg on.
Well, and Patterson had that arm up there. And
Patterson better be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna say that looked like he was able to get in. See, I would get out of this. I would I'd get back to let's get my sweat going. So,
yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is. Rhett's a wonderful wrestler and good job here, Patterson, to get it extended to about 1:30 in on the first period.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that's tough, right?
If they would have been the same weight, same size, that would have been a close match.
Yep. Give them credit, man. I've never wrestled 2 weight classes over me. That's unbelievable.
All I remember is I wrestled with a kid who wrestled 152, and then he wanted to go to state. Our 71-pounder was missing, and so he wrestled up 171 and went all the way to state.
Really?
As a junior weighing 152. So,
wow.
Those 71-pounders, and in this case 74. This is, let's see who we have up here.
Is Travis again?
This is Travis Trahan versus Williams, so that's going to be Jordan Williams. But anyways, the ones.
They're sharing shoes again here.
When you wrestle in high school.
They're literally changing. This is the greatest thing. These guys are switching shoes on the sideline. Their warm-ups have been the shortest thing I've ever seen. These guys are coming out dry, there's no build-up lather. And give them credit, man. They're just literally like, let's go, man, let's go.
We're just happy to be here.
His shoe size could be 2 sizes too big. What do we know, right? He's like, just give me some shoes.
You wear extra socks and you'll be all right.
Give them credit, man. Great guys. Ooh, a little too aggressive, maybe out of little.
Oh, look at that, he slipped it out. See, now he's doing the bull rush is what he's doing here. He needs to get low.
I think he looks more like a boxer than a wrestler, but you know what? He's going to hold off as long as he can until single leg to a double.
He's getting to that belly.
He's going to get in trouble quick.
These guys have a tendency to lock up on the head.
It's an instinctive reaction to being taken down. You know, you think you want to grab a hold of something.
And the first thing you see is the head.
You just get yourself in trouble. So we're going to be 20 seconds in. Well, actually 40 seconds in. So we're going a little bit deeper into this period. So 2-point takedown. We're going to get 3 points near fall, and that's going to lead to a pin. So 38 seconds in, and 48 seconds in on a pin there. So
next up, we have Nate Rogers.
So we're the first time we're going to get to see Nate wrestle. Nate's a sophomore from West Jordan High School.
And we have Devont Burns from
Devont Burns.
Allen University. Yeah, Devont Burns at 174.
And we haven't, did he wrestle last round? I don't think so, because we would have, did we say? Nope. Yeah, we did. Burns. We talked about Burns, and so I don't remember if he won or lost.
Burns was the one who wrestled.
Uh-oh, that was fast. Good strength, though. See if he can get out of this. He's got a cradle. He had a reverse cradle, and he got out of it. Good job. That's athleticism, right? That's
that, if you can get a good deep cradle on a guy, that's a hard thing to run away from.
So he olayed that shot. Scrappiness to get out of that. No points.
Yeah, Nate's come a long way, too. He used to be wrestling around 235, but over the past football season and preparation for this season, he's cut down to 184 or so. He's got that short, stocky strength. He's been up there with the big boys, so this is probably a sigh of relief to him, have somebody closer to his original size.
It's fun watching Nate warm up. You can tell that he's he's one of the fun guys to have on the locker room or on the mat during a practice. He's got a lot of fun attitude. He's positive, running around, having a good time, keeping guys loose and happy. And he's very athletic. He
comes from a strong program down there in Salt Lake. That was where one of the premier freestyle Greco teams came out. It was West Jordan.
Nice.
It was Vandit, and so
nice.
He spent a lot of time on the mat.
That's a real hard transition. We were talking earlier, when you come out of the football season and you're only built for 7-second explosions with a 30-second gap in between, it's not what you do to train for wrestling. And both Michael and I'm sure Nate, that's a hard transition to go from a explosive car collision football season into this tactical stamina of a wrestling wrestling experience.
You still get the equal explosion, but to a different degree.
It's the longevity. It's the slow control. It's the chess game. It's the one move leads to another, and one move counters another. So it does. You said it earlier. It takes a smarter guy. Great double leg takedown, and he's but again, no points
he didn't
either.
Get the coverage. He didn't get the coverage.
Got out of that very fast. Very athletic.
But see, this is good for him.
Is this Burns again?
Yeah, this is Burns.
Devont Burns. Great job.
This is good for him. Good practice time, good opportunity to learn. You see, he's baiting him there. He's got his hands wide. He's looking for something.
So these both of these guys took forfeits. Is that what this is? That they both took forfeits in our earlier match?
I believe so.
Each at a different weight class, and so that's why they didn't wrestle the first go-round. I think this is our best match of the night right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking to maybe get out into the third period. We haven't gotten into the third period all night.
What this looks like, this actually might be Jeremy Davis, who wasn't able to wrestle because he didn't make weight.
Oh, that's right. Coach was saying one of their guys didn't make weight. Sorry, again, we're not sure who's who a little bit here, but so far this is the best match of the night. We got 20 seconds left in the first period. We're going to get a 4-1 score and an escape. He's going to let him go. That's going to get 1 point. And going for an early takedown on the sideline. He's going to give it to him because he is on the edge.
He's got.
Unfortunately, Allen University wrestler got a little bit sloppy. This could be a pin with 1 second to go. He had 1 second. I jinxed it. I said this was going to be the match that was going to go beyond the first period. I thought we had something there. So great job by Nate Rogers. Great job, Nate. All right.
One more. We've got Caleb Mazik.
Against Caleb West? Is that Caleb versus Caleb?
Yeah.
It is.
That's Terrence.
Oh, Terrence for them.
Oh, so Terrence Mazik was his name. Didn't they already wrestle?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Caleb West versus.
No, he didn't wrestle this guy.
No, this is somebody else. I'm not sure who.
Yeah, we're gonna not sure. I'm sorry, folks. We got a scribbled piece of paper in front of us, but we're having a great time because it's wrestling. So here we go. Caleb with a chance to kind of get something out of
a little closer to
a
his
third
weight.
match. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's given up 40 to 50 pounds like the first two matches.
What it looks like is that the heavyweight he wrestled earlier was Cameron Bell.
Okay.
And this is Terrence. So we were calling the other guy Terrence, but in fact, I think that was Cameron Bell.
And this is Terrence
Mazik,
who didn't wrestle in the earlier match. So apologies to Terrence and his family. Apologies to Cameron and his family. So this is Terrence now against Caleb. This does look like it could be closer.
Yeah.
Good takedown. Caleb's going to get that nice takedown.
Yeah, you see when he's a little closer to his weight, it's more equal
can
bout
handle it.
here.
He is wrestling with a real, aggressive kind of early, trying to get a lot of things done at once. So if he can settle down, he's going to get something good. I think he's going to get he's got a nice. He got himself in a good position here. He's going to get a pin win.
Just got to squeeze.
Yeah,
There
Caleb. Nice job, Caleb.
That's it.
A minute 15, a minute 14 into the first period. Caleb gets his win for the night. Ends up finishing the night in a positive way and gets the one victory. Congratulations to Caleb.
Call that the NCAA Division III Express.
Love this guy. Well, believe it or not, folks, the fun is now over. We have wrestled through 3 duels and even an extra bonus round of 4 matches. And we've come to the conclusion of our last night of wrestling here on the campus of Southern Virginia University. I'm Jason Lamb, pleased to be with Christian Decker. We're grateful and shout out to our tech team, those on cameras, and Craig and company. Appreciate the good leadership from Art Furler, who makes all of these productions happen. So we're going to bid you goodbye until next year.
All right.
And love it. Look forward to good things in the 15-16 season.
Yep. Have a good night. Study hard.
Thank you. We'll see you. Take care.